Greetings! Welcome back to the What's New video series for the AtHomeNet Classic Community Website Service. Today I'll be going over the new enhancements that we're releasing for September 2009. If you're a regular viewer of these videos, you'll know that last month we released a completely rewritten reviews feature, and we received some great feedback on that from a number of our clients. So this month we've made some additional enhancements to that feature. We've also made some nice enhancements to the email bulletins, announcements, message board, and some of the TOPS integration functionality. So let's go ahead and log in as an administrator and see what's new. Let's look at reviews first. So I'll go to Feedback Reviews. Most of the changes were made to the review screen itself, so let's go ahead and pick contractors, and we'll go ahead into the High Park Painting reviews. What we did was try to make it simpler and improve the layout. So the first thing you might notice here is that the profile pictures for each of the reviewers are now thumbnails. What we found after we released the redone reviews last month was that some people had loaded very large pictures with their profile, and it was a little disruptive to show them in that full size on this page. So what we've done this month is automatically resize the profile picture that they loaded to a size that will be more appropriate, to a fixed size or a thumbnail size for the reviews page. Next, we cleaned up the top and reorganized a little bit of the information up here at the top of the screen, and we also replaced the fully embedded map with a link to the map page, so we could reduce some of the clutter on the screen and allow the reviews, which are what is really important on the screen, to show up a little bit higher. So now if you want to map to the business in question, you would just click on this map link here, and it will bring up a separate window with a full Google map to that site. So I'd encourage everybody to give the enhancements to the reviews feature another look and see what you think about them, and certainly we'd like to hear any additional ideas you might have on how we can make that feature better. Next, we're going to jump to email bulletins, so I'm going to go to News Email Bulletins. And what we've done here is try to make this process of sending an email bulletin for an administrator a little easier, and we've tried to clean this screen up as well. So the first thing you'll notice now is that you can change the from name and from email address right here on the screen that the email bulletin you're about to send will be sent from. So if you want maybe to have it come from the name of the community instead of you personally, or if you want to change the email address it's coming from, you can do that right here. Second, what we've done is we've made it easier to select who the email bulletin is going to go to. So instead of having all those options here on the screen at one time, what we've done is replace that with this to drop-down box. And then you can decide first whether you want to send it to an email bulletin category, an address book category, a particular subdivision, all, which is everybody in your community, or the people who didn't take part in a particular survey. Once you pick one of these options, it's going to add an additional question below that to let you narrow down. So in this case I picked email bulletin category, so it's going to list all the categories. If I switch to send email bulletin by subdivision, it's going to ask me which specific subdivision and show me a list of those. So for each of these choices it will ask me any additional questions that it needs to ask me in order to know who to send it to. The next thing we did is make it so that you can check the subscriber list on this screen without losing any work you've done already on the screen. So let's say we had modified the subject of our email bulletin, and we had gone ahead and typed in some information here and formatted it and done whatever we wanted to, but halfway through this we decided we want to see who's actually subscribed to a particular email bulletin category so that we know who we want to send it to. And before, if you went down to this and clicked check subscriber list and reviewed that and then went back, it would have lost anything you typed and any of the selections you made. Now you'll notice that it keeps that information there, so you won't lose that. And the final enhancement we've done here in email bulletins, if I just back up a screen, is if you have selected a custom community template, a template that you've created yourself, but when you're in here working on it, you decide you want to make some changes to that template. Let's say we want to change the tagline there. You can now save that change and overwrite your old custom template simply by clicking this Save Template Without Sending. It will pre-fill in the existing name of the custom template already. So if I click this, the next time I pull up this custom template, it will have the changes I made preloaded in it. And while we're talking about email bulletins, we did get some requests for some particular email bulletins from some of our clients, so we've added some new email bulletin templates this month. We did a Happy Rosh Hashanah, a annual meeting notice, a community marketplace advertisement template, and a community barbecue template. As I said, all of these were based upon specific requests from clients. So if you have any need for a particular email bulletin template designed for your community, and it might be generally usable by a number of our clients, let us know and we can probably help you out with that. The next area that we worked on is the announcements feature, and basically what we've done there is let you use this new enhanced AtHomeNet Page Editor instead of the older one that doesn't work on quite as many browsers. So if you're used to using this new page editor in the email bulletins area, you will now also be able to use it in the announcements area if your website's set for rich announcements. If it's not, and you simply see the old text box when you go to add an announcement, you can send an email to support and they can change your site to use rich announcements. The next area we've enhanced is in the message board, and if you use the message board feature now or for your residents, you'll notice that we added the new improved timeout warning to the message board that we first released on email bulletins a month or so ago. So now you and your residents who are posting perhaps long messages on the message board and taking quite a while to compose them will get that nice 2-minute warning pop up after 13 minutes and give you a chance to click OK and extend it for another 13 minutes. So hopefully that'll help you out. The next area of enhancements we did is for those who are using a website that's integrated with TOPS 212 software. So if you're using one of those websites, we did some enhancements for you this month to that integration. Let's just jump over here real quick to a TOPS 212 software integrated website. I'm on a particular user's profile, and if I click on the View Account Information button, you'll notice that the first area of enhancements is related to service request. If you go to the Service Request tab, your residents will now be able to submit a new service request directly from the website. That service request will automatically flow into the TOPS management software to be reviewed by the manager. And if you look on this page, you'll notice that the service request page is now broken up into 3 areas. We have requests submitted, approved, and rejected. So they'll fall into the appropriate category. They'll start up in the request submitted, and then once they've been reviewed by the manager, they'll either go into the approved or the rejected category. So your residents will not only be able to submit service requests, but follow the status of that service request through the website. And then final enhancement we've done this month is also for TOPS integration. If you as an administrator or a manager don't want your residents to be able to view the work orders tab within the account information page, there's now a flag that we can set, or actually you can set it through the settings area of the website to disable the work orders tab completely so that your residents won't be able to see that particular area. So that's it for the enhancements for this month. We hope that you find something useful in there, and as always, I encourage your feedback on these or any other enhancements or bug fixes you think we should make. Just make sure to email those to support@athomenet.com. I want to thank you for your time and your business and look forward to talking to you next month with what's new for AtHomeNet Classic.